morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So we have talked about some mob grinds recently. We have talked about some gathering recently. And so today we're going to be talking about fishing. So a lot of you found me from my fishing videos initially, and I think they were a huge success, and you guys seem to really enjoy them. So I'm going to go over all these two fishing spots. Fishing is really weird because you could do the phase 2 content in phase 1 just because of the nature of the lures, the fishing poles, all those plus the fishing. So the phase 2 spots are similar to the phase 1s that you already saw. However, a new fun zone will open up, and it'll be Ajara, as well as I believe the Stranglethorn fishing contest becomes open as well. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the very first thing that you're going to need, obviously, is going to get fishing to 225. And then honestly, with any fishing pole and some bright bubbles, having it around 300, you'll be perfectly fine to fish these zones. So bare minimum setup. There are a lot that you can do. The only one that will not be true for is the final fishing spot that we will talk about at the end. But the best place is going to be Stranglethorn Vale. Fishing along the southern coast, you'll get mithril bound chunks, which will contain a ton of mage weave cloth, rune cloth, green BOEs, thick leather, rugged leather, just a ton of loot from them, as well as you'll be able to fish up oily blackmouths and firefin snappers. You can also do the northern part, but you'll get ironbound trunks, which are a little bit lower than the mithril bound, but mithril bound trunks are going to be huge, and it'll be a lot easier to do this farm here in Booty Bay before you're before at 25 you really struggled because the mobs were level 40. However, now that you'll be level 40, you'll be able to do these mobs really easily, not aggro them from forever away, and just go along the coast and have some great fishing. The next location that we're going to discuss is going to be Teneris. Just fishing this coastline right here, you'll actually have access to this entire strip of land right here. There are no fishing pools down below. You only see the data from the areas I was able to successfully fish right now, but fishing along this coast will be even more fishing that you can add to it, and you'll get those mithril bound chunks with the same loot that we mentioned previous, as well as finally we're actually able to process stone scale eels, sorry about that, and you'll be able to make some lesser stone shield potions now with 225 alchemy. So that's just another resource that you'll actually be able to finally use instead of just collecting it for later phases. Then the next spot is going to be Feralus. Now, as you can see, we stuck very close to this dock, but now the entire coastline opens up. You can go all the way down here, up through here, fishing all of these pools. Previously, the mobs were like 40 to 50, and they kill you pretty quickly. So you have to be very cautious when you were doing Feralus and just sort of stayed by the dock. But now you'll have the entire coastline to go up and down to fish a lot of fish here. Same thing with mithril bound trunks and the oily blackmouths and firefin snappers. Now, that is sort of the three big zones that you can fish. Obviously, you can fish any of the ironbound areas that we mentioned beforehand. Hinterlands is decent fishing as well, but they don't have too many pools that are really worth getting. Hinterlands fishing is a little weird, so it's not really too valuable to do that. It's more of a static thing, or it's great for the sagefish or the nightfin snappers. But I prefer Moonglade if you're doing nightfin snappers. Unfortunately, you won't be able to cook them yet, but we'll talk about that in the next phase. Another important thing to mention is winter squids. Winter squids are going to be seasonal, and it's between the solstices, so you'll have only until summer to get them. Unfortunately, they take 240 cooking, so we won't be able to do them just yet, but you'll be able to fish a lot of them. So it's an important thing to mention if you want to fish them. The best place for it is just to passively fish off of the coastline of Daenerys if you are interested in some winter squid farming. However, it's not going to be too prosperous right now because, one, they're in season, so anyone can go and fish them, and two, you won't be able to cook them yet. But in phase 3, you'll be able to make a decent profit. I would do it towards the end of phase 2 if you're going to start stockpiling them. And then finally, the big zone, the grand fishing area, is Ajara. You can fish the inner bay here to get a ton of those mithril bound chunks. However, the mobs are 50, so you got to be very careful with that. And then there is the elemental pool hopping for those essences of water. You will be able to fish them at 225 with some of the best fishing gear in the game. To get it 100%, you're actually going to need the Stranglethorn fishing gear. But with the pull and the plus 100 to 225, you'll have a chance to get them. It'll be low, but it's possible to do so. But we'll definitely make a video talking more specifically about those elemental pools when we do get there. It's a little difficult to talk about right now. But anyway, guys, that is it for all the fishing locations. The potions that you're going to be using with these are simply free action potions and elixir of firepower. Those are the best used for oily blackmouth and firefin snappers. And then you will have a lesser stone shield potion with the stone scale eels, which will be pretty awesome to finally have a purpose with those. But those are the best things you can do, and, best of luck out there fishing. I hope you get tons of mithril-bound chunks and pull some awesome, cool, exciting, rare recipes with them. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.